Today, we unravel the mysteries of one of the most iconic works of art in human history, the Ghent Altarpiece, or as it's also known, the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. Painted by the brothers Hubert and Jan van Eyck, this monumental polyptych is not just a painting, it's a portal into the late medieval world, a symphony of religious devotion, artistic genius, and of course, a healthy dose of drama. From its creation in 1432 to its thefts, wars, and restorations, the Ghent Altarpiece has a story as intricate as its panels. So grab a cup of tea, or holy water if you're feeling extra, because we're about to dive into one of art history's greatest treasures. Our story begins in the thriving city of Ghent, 1432, commissioned by the wealthy merchant Jan van Eyck and his wife Elizabeth Borluut. The Ghent Altarpiece was meant to be the centerpiece of their private chapel in St. Bavo's Cathedral. It's believed Hubert van Eyck started the project but passed away before completing it. His younger brother Jan took over, and in true overachiever fashion, created a masterpiece that would make every other artist of his time go, "Wait, we're supposed to compete with that?" The Ghent Altarpiece was unveiled in 1432, instantly cementing Jan van Eyck's reputation. But the story doesn't end here. This altarpiece has been stolen no fewer than 7 times. Yes, 7. It survived Napoleon's lootings, World War II, and even inspired the Nazis, who thought it held secrets, codes to unimaginable power. Spoiler alert, it didn't, but it did make for a great plot in Monuments Men. And if that's not enough drama, one panel, the Just Judges, is still missing. It was stolen in 1934, and despite numerous theories, it's never been found. So if you're watching this while sitting on an old family heirloom, you might want to double check it. The Ghent Altarpiece is a polyptych, meaning it's made up of multiple panels, 12 to be exact. When closed, it shows a somber scene of the Annunciation. When opened, it transforms into a vibrant celestial vision of the adoration of the mystic lamb. It's a theological epic in paint, with every panel holding profound symbolism, from Adam and Eve to angelic choirs and the Lamb of God. This work is a visual encyclopedia of Christian belief. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's take a look at each panel in detail, one by one. Let's begin with Adam and Eve. These panels are famous for their startling realism. Adam stands awkwardly, his feet almost stepping out of frame, while Eve holds a forbidden fruit, her gaze averted, as though contemplating her monumental mistake. Fun fact, Eve's figure was inspired by 15th century ideals of beauty. So if you're judging her, maybe check your medieval standards at the door. Above Adam and Eve, the panels of Cain and Abel depict humanity's first sacrifices and first murder. Abel's lamb offering foreshadows Christ's sacrifice, while Cain's, well, let's just say sibling rivalry, escalated quickly. In the central upper panel, we see the deity, often mistaken for Christ, but this figure represents the Father. Draped in papal robes and crowned with the florilegium of jewels, he radiates authority. Beneath his feet lies a crown, symbolizing dominion over earthly kings. And if you've noticed, yes, Jan van Eyck really liked painting shiny things. To the Father's left, the Virgin Mary is depicted reading a book. representing wisdom and divine prophecy. The jeweled details on her crown and robe are breathtaking. If Van Eyck painted this today, we'd accuse him of using Photoshop. On the other side sits John the Baptist, identifiable by his wild hair and lamb motif. His pose is serene but resolute, a reminder of his role as the forerunner to Christ. The angels in the choir panels are depicted mid-song, with expressions ranging from focused to interrupted. And the organ details, let's just say Van Eyck could probably moonlight as a hardware designer. At the center of the lower register is the adoration of the mystic lamb. This scene symbolizes the sacrifice of Christ, with the lamb standing on an altar, blood pouring into a chalice. Around it, a heavenly gathering of prophets, saints, angels kneels in worship. And yes, that's a fountain of life in the foreground. It's both symbolic and a bit of a flex. To the left, the Knights of Christ represent the militant defenders of the faith. On the right, the Just Judges panel, or rather its replica. The original remains missing to this day. If you find it, give Saint Bavo a call. They'll appreciate it. The Pilgrims and Hermits panel on the lower right portrays journeys of faith and solitude. The attention to details in their expressions and garments shows Van Eyck's reverence for every path to divinity. In the Ghent Altarpiece, Jan van Eyck created not just a masterpiece of art, but a masterpiece of storytelling. Every panel, every figure, every blade of grass speaks to his genius and devotion. It's a work that has survived centuries of chaos and remains one of the most celebrated achievements of modern Renaissance. So whether you're here for the history, the art, or just wondering if you have the Just Judges hidden in your attic, one thing is clear. The Ghent Altarpiece is a treasure that will continue to inspire and mystify for generations to come.